Something that's super interesting, or I at least find it super interesting, is that when you change a root memory, or at least even, you don't even have to change it, just like get the understanding, the key component of it, shift, just make a little bit of shift, let go of the emotional energy around that stored memory, life changes in an instant. And you don't even have to do anything. Before you know it, you are taking action on things that you aren't even trying to take action on. It just becomes an automatic, like, thing because you become a different person. I recently, and I've experienced this like in incremental shifts over periods of time. And one of the things that I'm personally working on is increasing the frequency of the shifts, right? But one of the things that I noticed recently as I was contemplating my ideal life scenario, right? What is it that I'm desiring to create? What is it that I'm desiring to want? How is it that I'm desiring to want to live? That kind of stuff. As I was contemplating that, and then feeling kind of into that, feeling that end result, feeling what it would be like if I could actually achieve that, right? And then asking myself, how do I feel now? Like when I think about this is how I want to feel. I feel proud and accomplished. I feel good. And then how do I feel now, right? And so the opposite for me that came up was, well, not good enough. And then it was like, when did that occur, Dina? And I heard in my mind 4 years old. What the heck happened when I was 4 years old that would cause me to stop progressing in this area? And immediately I saw myself sitting at the kitchen table with my mom and my older brother, and I was reading for my first book I was reading, and it was his book, and he was in 3rd grade, on how to fold paper airplanes. And my mom didn't believe that I was actually reading. She thought I was just looking at the pictures and describing the pictures. And so she came over and looked, and my older brother was like looking at it, and he's like, no, she's reading it. And what I recognized as a 4-year-old, crazy, was that people won't believe you. People won't believe me if I show how smart I am, right? I had these brilliant flashes of insights, and I'm like, and people won't believe me. And then this fear of feeling like I should not have exposed that I could read at that level at that age, because it made my brother look bad, right? Because I was reading now his book, 4 years old, and reading a 3rd grade level book. I don't recall ever reading another book after that, like not until like 5th grade. I don't recall sitting on the couch reading. Maybe that day we read some books, but I don't recall reading a lot. And I held an older half sister who was also struggled with reading, and here I am, 4 years old, and reading better than a teenager and a 3rd grader, or as good as the 3rd grader, and how that like created this place for me to say, you shouldn't stand out, you shouldn't be above average, you shouldn't be smarter than your brothers and sisters. I have this light shining on my nose, it feels so weird. There we go. You shouldn't be better than everybody else, just be your like small self, right? Your young self. You shouldn't show off, right? And I recognized that belief system in me, not to show off, not to show your not to show your abilities off, right? I was not supposed to be the smart one in the family. My little sister was able to be the smart one in the family, but not me. And how that, when I just came to that one realization, felt that, released that energy, released that feeling around it, change that belief. I didn't even really have to change the belief system. Just noticing, like, oh my goodness, that's where that's coming from. In fact, the majority of my childhood, up until I think first grade, I could not say my S's or my A's. And my last name was Schroeder. I remember walking around town as a little kid. Back then, it was a small town, and back then you could walk around town as a little kid without being in danger. I remember people stopping and asking me who I was. And I would say I was Dina Schrodo. And they would go, Dina Schrodo? And I'm like, yeah, Schrodo. Like, Schrodo. And they would pronounce it, repeat it back to me, and I'd be like, no, like Schrodo. And they'd say shoulder. I was like, no, I can't say my O's. And then they would put it together, and they say, Schroeder, oh, is this your mom and dad? Yeah. And I remember having this, the majority of my childhood memories being focused on my weakness, thing I couldn't do right, rather than what I did well, what I did extremely well and above average. That I was supposed to hide and shrink back, but my weakness was amplified. But the crazy thing is like that when I shifted that belief system and just coming to that revelation, all of a sudden actions that seem obvious now to me, I'm doing without any effort. It's just like things are happening, I'm doing them, things are happening for me, I'm taking action on things that like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, a month ago, I was lost to. I was lost to the actions, and now the actions seem obvious to me and easy. So if you're feeling like you're stuck and wanting to pursue something, wanting to take action on something, and you can't, you just know you should be, but you can't for whatever reason, send me a message, because chances are you've got a core belief there keeping you from taking that action. And when we recognize that that core belief is and change it, you'll find that you start taking action without any effort whatsoever. You know, I had a client, Amanda, and we did this big shift for her on not feeling enough. And I mean, most everybody has that not good enough belief system BS in their mind somewhere in there. And so we did this work on this one belief system, came up to some root memories, remove the energy around that root memories, and life shifted for her immediately. Things that she was not able to take action on started happening automatically for her. Like, for example, she started going to the gym, like, and just effortlessly. Like, it was something she wanted to do. She lost weight without changing her diet, without trying to lose weight, because it was safe for her now to lose weight. It was safe for her to exercise. It was safe for her to take care of her body. It was safe for her. And not only that, but her relationships changed. Everything about her life changed without effort, because we shifted literally just a few root memories that were attached to moving forward on something she wanted to move forward on. And like I said, it's just shifting those things, one thing after another, that your life becomes a completely different thing. You don't even recognize it after a while. Hope that helps. Reach out to me if that is you. If you have some things that you want to accomplish but you cannot take action on, and you can't figure out why you can't take action on it, I'd love to help you. Bye.